Vi har gått över den långa fina bron nu och nu ska vi in på våran konferens. Och vi hoppas att vi får lära oss mycket.
Rotary International. Together we see a world where people unite and take action to create lasting changes across the globe, in our communities and in ourselves.
I know that Rotary has big dreams and big goals, and we are very happy and honored to be a very, very small part of Rotary, and we are very honored to be here.
Welcome to Riga and to the National Library of Latvia. This is a venue where knowledge, ideas and people come together to create something meaningful. We have gathered here today not just to listen, but also to think, to reconsider what will bring us to the most important part, to find ways to take action. In today's world, with rapid change and instability of status quo, peace can no longer be taken for granted.
Representatives of Interact, Rotaract and Exchange students to deliver their message. So please welcome. Yeah, there they are coming. Welcome the representatives of all three.
You can unite everyone and achieve a common goal to make a difference.
Yes, and one of the most important things that we think of when we think about Rotary Youth is that it gives us the opportunity to grow, not only as leaders, but also as individuals, students, young people on this planet. And that is something that we also are very grateful for, to learn by more experienced people to together shape our future. And yes, we are very grateful for all the thousands of people that have helped us to establish our club and to grow more as individuals. So, yes.
We should not forget that Rotary Youth reminds us that we are not too young to make a difference. When you ask us, what is Rotary Youth truly about? The answer is simple. It's about service, it's about growth, and it's about connection. And also believing young people have the power to shape the future. Thank you.
Då kör vi igång. Ja. Hej, vem är ni?
Hej, jag heter Maja Lubors och jag är presidenten av Interact-klubben, Kalmar Interact-klubb i Sverige.
Och jag heter Maja och jag är vicepresident i den enda svenska Interact-klubben.
Okej, men hur kommer ni är med i Interact?
Ja, det startade 2024 skulle jag säga genom att vi hade ett sommarläger, ett Östersjö sommarläger med Rotary, där jag var en av de 3 enda svenska eleverna som deltog. Och de lettiska eleverna som var med på utbytet i det där sommarlägret var så inspirerande på något sätt att jag gärna ville bli en del av det här och göra någonting. Och när jag pratade med de från Lettland så sa de ja. Men det är väldigt populärt i Lettland. Och då när jag hörde av mig till de svenska representanter av Rotary så sa de ja men det finns inget Interact i Sverige. Och då blev jag lite chockerad och då uppstod idén med att det kanske borde finnas en svensk Interact-klubb.
Och jag hade hört om Rotary innan, men jag visste inte exakt vad det var. Men jag hade sån tur att Maja hade kommit på den underbara idén att starta en Interact-klubb. För i början av ettan så kom hon i kontakt med mig och jag gick med i klubben.
Fantastiskt bra. Så du skulle rekommendera att klubben startar Interact-klubben och sponsrar ungdomar?
Definitivt. Det är någonting som jag själv tycker, för mig är det väldigt uppfyllande att faktiskt kunna göra skillnad, att faktiskt göra någonting och inte bara passivt se allting på sociala medier eller höra av vänner vad som händer i världen, utan att ha känslan av att man kan göra någonting. Men samtidigt är det också så att eleverna ibland behöver det här engagemanget från människor runt omkring dem som pushar lite, att de ska faktiskt step out of the comfort zone och göra någonting, för att vi kan faktiskt det. Även fast vi är unga och inte har koll på allting så kan vi faktiskt göra skillnad och det känns väldigt bra.
Och när man är med i en klubb, man växer så otroligt mycket som personer. Man får såna underbara möjligheter att vara med på saker och vara del av en gemenskap som är mycket större än sig själv.
Det var ett bra avslut där. Mycket större än sig själv. Fantastiskt bra. Tack så mycket.
Tack så jättemycket.
Here I am standing in front of 3 exchange students, and they're going to tell us all about how they became exchange students. So let's start with Christian.
All right. So growing up, my dad always told us stories about how he traveled and did really cool things. So I've always wanted to travel and go on adventures. I didn't know how that would happen. But a few years ago when I was 8, we were watching a movie about a student who came from South Africa to the United States on exchange. And I was like, this is something I really want to do. I was 8, so it quickly left my mind. But a few years ago, I was researching exchange programs and saw this is something I could actually do. So last year I applied and now I'm studying in Sweden, Mariefred near Stockholm.
Great. And now we have...
My name is Chie and I'm from Japan and I'm studying in Sweden. The reason that I come to Sweden is, I wanted to explore the world because last year I had an exchange student from New Zealand to my family, to my house, and we talked to each other for a whole year. And I thought speaking with people from other countries really nice things. So I thought I would explore the world more and experience more. So that's why I chose Sweden and become an exchange student.
I am Jocelyn Trejo. I'm from the United States and I'm currently living in Latvia. I gained my inspiration to come on exchange because both of my parents are from Mexico. So I grew up between the US and Mexico, and so I kind of learned to adapt to different languages and cultures. So from there, I kind of grew a passion to learning new languages and appreciating new cultures, new cuisines, and different people. And a year ago, I saw at a career fair at my school a booth with Rotary Exchange, and since there, I began my Rotary journey. And now I have been almost, I think, 8 months in Latvia, and I am on the way to finish my full exchange year.
That's fantastic. So, what do you say to any young people seeing the opportunity to go on a exchange?
I would say definitely apply. It's the best decision I've made in my life to come on exchange. And anyone who's even remotely interested should try to pursue the one.
All right, and that goes for all of you, I guess?
I would say do it, even if you're scared to do it, even if you have multiple reasons not to do it, I would say do it. And if it's not for you, well then you have an amazing experience you can still talk about, and I mean maybe you'll have another language under your belt. So there's always benefits to this.
Thank you very much for your time. Thank you. Enjoy the conference.
I don't hope, I act. This is like in short, but I really hope that we will not need to, Latvian civil society will not need to act in open conflict.
Thank you. Janne.
Yes, I think that civic society is very vitally important and will be even more. And we have to build bridges and we have to support these initiatives and activities. And I think that by educating young generation, giving them tools and empowering the young generation, that's a way we can make future even better and give good platform for future more active civic engagement and civic participation.
I would like to thank once again for having 3 different organizations on the stage, being on the same values and shared understanding on the importance of civil society. And of course what is very clear on what we heard, civil society is about people. It is about responsibility, courage, bravery, but above everything it is about action. To all of you, I think we give a big round of applause for the 3 of you. And thanks for being, everyone can say a few words on what is really happening now.
Yes, thank you, Anne-Britt. It was really inspiring. And we have been thinking about the role of Rotarians to succeed with and polio program, with PolioPlus funding, and we have quite a good initiative already in our district to support polio fund, and we want to make it official that we start PolioPlus Society of District 2405, which means that everybody who promises to donate at least $100 US dollars every year would be member of this PolioPlus Society. So we will start it, and this is a great occasion. It's the conference. What could be any other better occasion to announce it and to have this agreement that we start this PolioPlus Society, and we encourage you all to think about it and to support this PolioPlus program and be members of PolioPlus Society.
Okay, maybe I will have a few words as well. So my name is Mikko Lydeman and I'm coming from Finland, and I'm very proud of seeing Finnish flag out there, and I feel it is only for me because I think I'm the only Finnish person here. If there's another person here, please raise your hand.
The document reads that it's a founding certificate to strengthen the support of End Polio Now program, Rotary International District 2405. So I guess that deserves a round of applause while the that's a real commitment and call for action.
And Sandra Traves, so please come forward.
And while this is handed out, I will just give you some practical information. Go into the Rotary website, www.rotary.org, or homepage on District 2405. And on that homepage for your district, you have exactly the instructions how to contribute to the Rotary Foundation in different ways. It's very, very, I mean, from my point of view, it's very, very good to go into there because you have all the information that you need. And if there is still some more need for information, you can ask your district foundation chair, or you can ask Janis, or you can ask me or something.
Friends, fellow Rotarians, good afternoon. I would like to start my presentation with a question. When you go back to your club next week, when you sit down at your regular meeting and discuss your local projects, do you think of that work as part of something global? Do you see the connections between what your club does in the community and what happened in the corridors of the United Nations?
You can you have a choice. Yes, exactly. Mr. Julian David Solar de Hueso, Rotary Peace Fellow at Uppsala University in Sweden. District 22, this year's Rotary Peace Fellow, right? 2025, 2026. Mr. Mikael Albert, Rotary International Director, years 2016, 2018, District Contact for Rotary Peace. And last but not least, Ms. Lesia Klonova, Chair of the Initiative Group for Cooperation Ukraine-Sweden, District 2232, Ukraine. And as I said, first of all, very, very warm welcome to all of you, and it's indeed a pleasure to have you both as forum participants, and thanks for agreeing to be part of this conversation and dialogue. And yes, by listening to what Cyril just presented and thinking about today's world we live in, there are three things that we have not managed to eradicate as a humanity. Despite the fact that we are super advanced in technology, we are very well connected, we are working across nations, across sectors, and still we have three phenomena present in the world: war, famine, disease, pandemia. How comes it? That's a huge, huge question, right? That's a very huge question. But I would like to pose this very large question to you, and maybe to link to what you do. Where do you see the obstacles and the untapped potential to address this big challenge? Anyone would like to start?
I can start.
Yes, please. Please, and as I say, we keep it light, dynamic. You can comment on each other and encourage to do that, please.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. First of all, I would like to thank you, Ines, for this wonderful event. It's really great. We had so interesting talks about projects, and I'm honored to be here as representative of my district 1890. Well, to your question, we cannot stop wars or negotiate conflicts. It's not our job. But what we can do is to transform our responsibility into action. And this is a big we have to do. This is a big responsibility we have in this world. And I'm sure that this service organization with 1.2 million people all over the world, I think in 180 countries, make a great thing together. And what else is better to do good things in the world?
Thank you.
Are doing and what our consistent work as Rotarians achieves is, like we've been talking about polio eradication earlier today, we noticed 99% of the work is done. And we have just, well, the last piece to go. But during that work, we have some, well, more difficult areas that we also have managed to get free from polio. And that has even been in conflict areas. The problem now, of course, is that we have conflicts in the areas where we still are, but that has also happened before. And we have managed to negotiate ceasefires. We have had the so-called days of tranquility, when both sides understanding that if their children are going to have a good life, we have to stop this stupidity or war for some time in order to get them vaccinated. And that is something that we, with our health diplomacy, you could call it, have been able to manage.
Right. Ukrainian people what strong, what independent, what resist of war, and we feel big your support from all world, from your helping from first day of war. And I think our power Rotary strong by people, by connection people, because we have connection from each countries, from human to human, and it's be us stronger. Thank you. I can prepare all word, but I hear this word before, and we know what power our Rotary, and it's true. It's true, and we feel in support Ukrainian every day.
Yes. With help from Framework for the Protection of the Baltic Sea. Please, the floor is yours.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the outset, let me thank the Rotary District 2405 for inviting me. It is a great honor to be here today and to share Helcom's experience with you. The previous great presentation and interesting presentation by Evan Milser was really good and inspiring introduction to my presentation. The marine environment does not recognize national borders. That is why Action at national level is not enough. It must be complemented by regional and global.
I'm going to present to you quite a lot of information, but I'm not going to talk about all that information that you can see, because there is not enough time. But you will receive this presentation afterwards, and that's why you can see the links here, because I urge you to go into them and have a look and also go through the different slides. So I will try to sort of move through the most important parts. I am a member of the Baltic Sea Committee, and actually I'm the founder of the Action Committee within BASRAN, with the title, as you can see, the impact of industrial fishing on the Baltic Sea ecosystem. But I started it in January 2023, but I just handed over the chair to Alexandra Whitford from Rotary Club Berlin. So that will be a very good change. She's a young and very active woman. And I am also one of the curators of the Baltic Sea Virtual Gallery. And I urge you to go into that link, because it's open 24/7, and there you will get a good overview about a lot of projects that we are doing. So what is the purpose of the Baltic Sea Committee? Well, the absolute main purpose is to support and inspire clubs to take action themselves and together with partners. And that is another task for us in the committee, to find new and good partners. And we really do have many, many partners around international, global, local, and from research to NGOs. On our homepage, in the district homepage, you will find a lot of information about all our partners, about us in the committee, but you will also find information useful for you. For example,
and we are going to highlight and bring forward 4 Baltic Sea ambassadors who are going to be awarded this very special signature cap, highlighting
from ideas we go into actions. And we are actively working with Baltic Sea and Baltic Sea projects, and not just on Swedish side, but also on Latvian side. And as Eva just mentioned, we have first ambassador training course just completed for first group. And we still have some members, some ambassadors of Baltic Sea here today. We want to hand out ambassador caps. So we have Normons, Arnis, yes? Is Arnis around here? Yes.
Yes.
Yes, congratulations, and I hope we will have a great Baltic Sea initiatives in Latvia as well. Thank you. Yes. Great. We actually have four ambassadors.
I introduced myself to the Swedish ambassador to explain how I can also present an embassy. It's because we think that the Baltic Sea is now being considered as an object for everyone to use as much as it's possible, and there are economical interests like the fisheries, etc. But the Baltic Sea is never heard, and its needs need to be represented by an embassy. So we want to change the mind and make the Baltic Sea a subject, like a person, and to give it legal rights. That's the main goal in the long term.
And what we want to do, we have ambassadors for Baltic Sea in Rotary, and we have Embassy of Baltic Sea as our partner organization, and we have come to conclusions that we will have a partnership with Embassy to establish first consulate for the Embassy of the Baltic Sea, and our ambassadors will be active supporters of this consulate so that we will support Baltic Sea. So we have a memorandum of forming a partnership between Rotary District 2405 and the Embassy of the Baltic Sea to agree to form a partnership to establish and support the operations of the Baltic Sea Consulate in Latvia. And so we have done some action, so some new beginning for some good partnership and cooperation.
So I guess we have to applaud for this really call to action and very practical project establishment. You can stay here with me as we are closing the conference, and I would like to take this opportunity to say some closing remarks on behalf of myself. And yes, indeed, the change does not happen somewhere else. It happens through people. It happens through us, through you, through me, through all of you. Rotary has always been about turning values into action, but today reminds us that this responsibility is growing, and so is our opportunity, as we heard throughout the day today. The opportunity to lead, to connect, and to act. So as you leave this forum, I invite you to take with you not only ideas but intentions, and ask yourself, what will I do next? Where can I contribute? How can I turn today's inspiration into tomorrow's action? Because civic power comes it becomes real only when it is lived. I would like to thank you for your presence, your engagement, your commitment, and thank you for being part of this Riga Rotary Forum hosted by Rotary District 2405, Civic Power for Global Change. I would like to wish you all a wonderful stay in Riga, beautiful and evening rich with networking, connecting, and just enjoying being together. And I'd like to say that by 6 o'clock you still have the opportunity to go up to the top floor of the National Library. The view is magnificent, it's unforgettable, but it is possible until 6 o'clock.
Thank you, Ines. You have been a great moderator for the event. And of course, this event would not be possible with a great team behind this work, behind these ideas. And first of all, I would say a big thank you to Mara, who has been a great help and inspiration. Yes, and I forgot one more thing. There is sport games for Rotary in Latvia, first weekend in July, so all of you are very welcome to join this.
Shut me down.